Alex woke up slowly. The morning sun shone through the small window of his apartment. He yawned and stretched, feeling the soft sheets beneath him. Something felt unusual. He turned his head and froze. Next to him, on the other side of the bed, a woman was sleeping. She was unlike anyone he had ever seen. Her skin was pale blue, and faint silver lines ran across her arms and neck. Her hair shined like silver in the sunlight. She looked peaceful, almost like she belonged to a different world. Alex blinked several times. His heart raced. This cannot be real, he whispered to himself. He rubbed his eyes, hoping she would disappear when he opened them again. But she was still there, her chest rising and falling gently as she breathed. Carefully, Alex sat up. He wanted to get a closer look without waking her. He noticed a small device strapped to her wrist, glowing faintly. It seemed high-tech, like something from a science fiction movie. He swallowed hard and finally spoke, his voice trembling. "Hello, who are you?" The woman's eyes opened slowly. They were silver and bright, yet calm. She did not look scared. She studied Alex for a moment, then smiled softly. "I am Nira," she said. Her voice was clear and gentle. Alex stared. "Nira? Where are you from?" "I come from a planet called Vieira," she answered. "I did not mean to be here. I was trying to return home, but something went wrong." Alex felt his mind spinning. "A planet, you mean like, an alien planet?" Nira nodded. "Yes. I did not mean to arrive here. Your world was not my target. I only wanted to test my device, but it malfunctioned." Alex took a deep breath. He tried to remain calm, but his heart was still racing. "So, you just appeared here?" "Yes. And I need to find a way back," Nira said. She sat up slowly, looking around the room. "Your place is very interesting. It is small and simple." Alex smiled nervously. "I live alone. I guess you could say it is simple. Please, do not be afraid. I will not hurt you." Nira studied him carefully, then nodded. "I am not afraid. I only wish to return home." Alex nodded too. "Of course. We will figure this out. But first, can I ask how you ended up here?" Nira held up her wrist, showing the glowing device. "This is a teleportation device. It uses energy from my planet to transport matter across the galaxy. Something went wrong, and I arrived here instead of my laboratory on Vieira." Alex tried to imagine such a thing. Energy from your planet, transporting people, that sounds impossible. Nira smiled faintly. "To humans, it may seem impossible. To my people, it is science. But machines can fail anywhere, even on Vieira." Alex looked at her, fascinated. "You are amazing. I have never met anyone like you." Nira tilted her head. "And I have never met a human up close. You are fragile, yet curious and clever. I can see why your people survive on this planet." Alex felt a strange warmth. It was not fear or panic anymore. He felt curious too. He wanted to know everything about her world. He wanted to help her. "Okay," he said slowly. "We will work together. I will help you get back home. But first, maybe we should figure out why you are here and how to make it safe for both of us." Nira nodded. "Yes. That is wise. Your planet is different. I must understand it before using my device again." Alex glanced at the window. Sunlight streamed in, and birds chirped outside. Life seemed normal, yet everything had changed for him in a single moment. He had woken up to find an alien in his apartment, and he knew nothing would ever be the same again. "Do you want some breakfast?" Alex asked. "It may help you understand Earth a little." Nira smiled faintly. "I would like that. I am unfamiliar with your food." Alex got up and went to the small kitchen. He made 2 simple sandwiches and poured some water into glasses. He placed them on the table, watching her carefully. Nira observed everything, her eyes bright and curious. She picked up the glass of water, turning it in her hand before taking a sip. "This is refreshing," she said. Alex chuckled. "It is simple, but it works. Humans like simple things most of the time." She nodded. "I see. Your people value simplicity. That is interesting." As they ate, Alex felt a strange sense of companionship. He realized that even though Nero was from another world, they shared something important: curiosity and hope. "I will need to study your planet," Nero said quietly. "I cannot leave until I understand enough to use my device safely." Alex nodded. "Then we will do it together. I will teach you about Earth, and maybe you can teach me about Vera." Nira's silver eyes sparkled. "I would like that. I have never known a human as willing to help an alien before." Alex smiled. "Well, today is the first day of many new things. Let's start learning from each other." The morning sunlight filled the room. 2 worlds had collided in a small apartment, and the beginning of an extraordinary journey had just begun. After breakfast, Alex and Nira sat at the small table in his apartment. The morning sunlight made the room warm, and for a moment, it felt like everything was ordinary. But Alex knew it was far from normal. "So," Alex began, "you said you need to understand Earth before you can leave. Where do we start?" Nira tilted her head, her silver eyes shining with curiosity. "I must know about your people, your cities, your machines, and your daily life. I need to understand what is normal for humans." Alex nodded. "Okay, that sounds reasonable. Let's start with people. Humans are curious, sometimes stubborn, but we work together when we must. Our cities are busy, filled with buildings, vehicles, and people moving everywhere. Life is fast, and we value family and friendship." Nero listened carefully. "Friendship. I think I understand. Cooperation is important for your survival. That is similar to Vera, but we rely more on knowledge than strength." Alex leaned back in his chair. "Knowledge is important here too. Humans learn, invent, and explore. That is how we survive challenges." Nira smiled faintly. "Then we are not so different. Your people are strong in ways I did not expect." Alex chuckled. "We have our moments. But there are things you will need to see to believe. Let's go outside. You can experience Earth directly." Nira agreed. She stood, and her movements were graceful and calm. Alex opened the door, and the city greeted them. The streets were busy with cars, buses, and people walking in every direction. Nira's eyes widened. She took a cautious step forward, observing everything carefully. "This is your world," Alex said. "Busy, loud, and full of surprises." Nira studied the vehicles passing by. "Your machines move without living beings inside. This is very different from Vera. We rely on organic energy, but you use engines and fuel. Fascinating." As they walked, Nira touched a tree growing on the sidewalk. She smiled. Life is strong here. Your plants, your animals, they thrive even among humans and buildings. Alex watched her closely. You notice everything. That is good. Attention to detail will help you understand Earth faster. They passed a small market. People called out to each other, selling fruits, vegetables, and goods. Nira's eyes followed every movement. She reached out to touch a bright red apple. This is food, she asked. Alex nodded. Yes. Humans eat plants and animals for energy. Simple, but it works. Nira held the apple carefully. I must learn how to use food without harming it unnecessarily. Your planet respects life in some ways I did not expect. Alex smiled. We try. Not everyone does, but many humans care about life. They continued walking, and a small group of children ran past, laughing. Nira watched them closely. They are joyful. Your species has emotion, and it guides behavior. This is interesting. We on Veyra value reason more than feeling. Alex nodded. Emotions can be powerful. They drive courage, love, and determination. Humans have strengths in many forms. As the day passed, Alex introduced Nira to more aspects of life. They went to a small park. Nira watched people reading, exercising, and enjoying the sun. She asked questions about buildings, vehicles, and human inventions. Alex answered with care, using simple words. You adapt quickly, Alex said. Even though this is all new to you, you learn fast. Nira smiled faintly. I observe carefully. Your world has patterns. Once I notice them, I can understand it. I want to return home safely, and I must learn everything. Alex nodded. Good. Observation is the first step. Action comes later. As the sun began to lower, they returned to Alex's apartment. Nira seemed thoughtful. Your world is different from mine, yet I see possibilities. Humans can achieve great things if they work together. Alex felt a small surge of pride. We do. Sometimes we fail, but we try again. That is what makes us strong. Nira's silver eyes met his. You are stronger than you think. I see courage and intelligence in you. That is why I trust you. Alex smiled. Thank you. I will help you get back to Veyra. We will figure this out together. They prepared a simple dinner and sat quietly, watching the city lights glow in the distance. Nira spoke softly. Tomorrow, we must learn about machines and energy. Your world depends on them. I must understand them before I can use my device safely. Alex agreed. Tomorrow we start with machines. You will see how humans control energy, and maybe it will help you fix your device. Nira nodded. I am ready. With your guidance, I will learn what is necessary. Together, we will succeed. Alex looked at her and realized something important. Nira was not just an alien from another world. She was a teacher, showing him that courage, curiosity, and trust could bridge worlds. As night fell, they prepared for sleep. Alex felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. This was only the beginning. The universe had sent him a visitor, and together, they would face challenges beyond imagination. For the first time, Alex felt that his life was part of something larger, something extraordinary. And he knew that tomorrow would bring lessons, discoveries, and dangers that would test both of them. But he was ready. The next morning, Alex woke to the soft sound of Nira moving in the kitchen. He got up and found her carefully examining the small appliances and gadgets on the counter. Her silver eyes shone with curiosity as she reached out to touch a toaster, then gently tapped a coffee maker. "Good morning," Alex said, smiling. "I see you are studying our machines." Nira turned toward him. "Yes. I want to understand how your technology works. It is different from Vera, yet simple and effective." Alex nodded. "Some of it is simple. Other things can be tricky. Let's start with electricity. It powers nearly everything in this apartment." Nero listened closely as Alex explained how wires carried energy to lights, machines, and devices. She asked questions about circuits, switches, and safety. Alex answered as clearly as he could, using examples she could understand. "This is fascinating," Nira said. "On Vera, we use energy directly from our planet. Humans use external energy in clever ways. I can see patterns that will help me repair my device." Alex smiled. "Good. Observation and understanding are important. Tomorrow, we can explore machines outside the apartment. You will see larger systems and how humans interact with them." After breakfast, they decided to go to a nearby science museum. The building was tall and filled with glass and metal. Inside, exhibits demonstrated human inventions, energy systems, and robotics. Nira's eyes widened as she walked among them. "This is extraordinary," she said. "Your people have created machines to improve life, to explore, and to protect. I did not know humans could achieve so much." Alex nodded. "Humans can do great things when we work together. But sometimes we fail. That is why we keep learning." Nira approached a model of a power generator. She studied it carefully, pointing to the moving parts. "I understand the flow of energy here. Your systems convert one form into another. It is similar to Vera, yet simpler. I can apply this knowledge to my device." Alex was impressed. "You are learning quickly. Most humans do not notice how energy works at this level." They moved to a robotics section, where small humanoid robots demonstrated simple tasks. Nero watched them pick up objects, move in patterns, and respond to commands. "These robots imitate life," Nero said. "They perform tasks humans find difficult or dangerous. Your people are creative and resourceful." Alex smiled. "Yes. We try to solve problems. Robots are just one example." As the day passed, Nira asked about other exhibits: transportation, water systems, communication devices, and even simple tools. Alex explained each with examples, sometimes showing her how to use them. "I see now why humans survive and thrive," Nira said. "You use knowledge, teamwork, and tools to face challenges. You are clever, adaptable, and resilient." Alex felt a sense of pride. That is humanity. We have strengths in many forms, not just physical power. Intelligence, creativity, and determination guide us. After leaving the museum, they walked along the streets again. Nira observed buildings, cars, and people moving quickly. She paused at a street light and looked up at the glowing signal. "This controls the flow of people and vehicles," she said. "Humans organize movement with rules and devices. It is practical and efficient." Alex nodded. "Yes. It helps prevent accidents and chaos. Humans are clever in small ways as well as big ways." They stopped at a small cafe. Nira tasted coffee for the first time. She held the warm cup carefully and smiled. "Your drinks and food provide energy in simple ways. I understand more about your daily life now. Alex chuckled. Exactly. Small things are important too. Life is not just machines and buildings. It is also about comfort, learning, and connecting with others. Nero looked thoughtful. I notice patterns in your behavior, your habits, and your use of tools. This knowledge will allow me to use my device safely when I am ready. Alex felt encouraged. Good. Understanding your surroundings is the first step to taking action. Once you know how things work, you can make better decisions. As the sun began to set, they returned to Alex's apartment. Nira carefully documented her observations in a small notebook. She wrote about machines, human behavior, and energy systems. Alex watched, impressed by her focus and determination. You are very diligent, Alex said. Most humans do not study so carefully. You will be ready to return to Veyra soon. Nero looked up. I hope so. I want to go home safely. Your guidance makes me confident that I can repair my device and leave this world without causing harm. Alex nodded. We will get there together. You have learned a lot already. Tomorrow, we will explore larger systems, maybe even vehicles. It will be a challenge, but you can handle it. Nira smiled faintly. I am ready. Learning from you is helping me understand both your world and my own. Together, we can succeed. Alex felt a sense of excitement. He realized that Nira's presence had changed his life. She was not just an alien visitor, she was a reminder of what humans could achieve through observation, courage, and cooperation. As night fell, they prepared for sleep, both thinking about the lessons of the day. Alex felt a mix of anticipation and determination. This journey was only beginning, and he knew that tomorrow would bring new discoveries, challenges, and opportunities to test their courage and friendship. Together, they would face what came next, ready to learn, adapt, and grow. The next day, Alex and Nira decided to explore a nearby technology center. It was a large building filled with advanced machines, vehicles, and energy systems. Nira's silver eyes shone with excitement as she stepped inside. This place is impressive, Nira said quietly. Your people have created many tools to improve life and solve problems. Alex nodded. Yes. Humans learn from trial and error. We invent, fail, and try again. That is how we survive and grow. They walked through the center, examining energy generators, vehicles, and small robots. Nira touched each device carefully, analyzing its function. I see the flow of energy in your machines. Your systems are efficient, yet simple. I can use this knowledge to repair my device. Alex smiled. Good. Observation is the first step. Understanding comes next. Then you can take action safely. As they explored, a sudden noise echoed through the hall. A strange hum filled the air, and a shadow moved quickly near the entrance. Alex felt a chill. Alex, do you feel that? Nira asked, her eyes narrowing. Alex nodded. Something is wrong. Stay close to me. A figure emerged from the shadows. It was tall, wearing a dark cloak, and its face was hidden. Its movements were precise and deliberate. Alex noticed a strange device glowing faintly on its wrist. Nira stepped forward. It is tracking me. That device belongs to someone from my world. Alex's heart raced. From your world? You mean someone is here to get you? The figure raised its arm, and a beam of light shot toward them. Nira quickly created a small energy shield, blocking the attack. The light hit the barrier and scattered. We must move, Neera said urgently. This is dangerous. That being wants to capture me. Alex grabbed her hand, and they ran through the center. Machines whirred around them, and alarms started ringing. People shouted and moved away in panic. Alex guided Neera toward a maintenance area where they could hide. Once inside, Neera lowered her shield and took a deep breath. That is a hunter from Veyra. They track anyone who leaves their planet without permission. I must be careful. My device makes me visible to them. Alex's mind raced. So this person is powerful and dangerous. What can we do? Nero looked at him calmly. We cannot fight them directly. They are stronger and faster. But we can use strategy, observation, and human ingenuity to protect ourselves. Alex nodded. Then we need a plan. We cannot stay here. They will find us if we do. Neera thought for a moment. There is an abandoned warehouse near the river. It is large and isolated. We can hide there temporarily and plan our next move. Alex agreed. They left the center carefully, avoiding the main streets. Neera used small bursts of energy to mask their presence. Alex was impressed by her control and precision. When they reached the warehouse, they entered quietly. The large space was empty, with broken windows and stacks of crates. It was far from comfortable, but it was safe for now. Here, we can rest and think, Neera said. We need to understand our situation fully before taking action. The hunter will not give up easily. Alex nodded. We will need more than energy and technology. We will need planning, creativity, and courage. Humans can do that well. Together, we can survive. Neera smiled faintly. I see the strength of your people. You are clever and resourceful. That is why I trust you. Alex felt a surge of determination. We will find a way to protect you and send you back home safely. We just need to work together and stay alert. They spent the afternoon observing the streets from the warehouse. Neera explained how the hunter could track energy signatures and how they might avoid detection. Alex suggested using decoys, hidden routes, and timing to confuse the hunter. By evening, they had a plan. Neera would use small, controlled bursts of energy to shield their movements, while Alex used his knowledge of the city to find safe paths. They knew it would not be easy, but they were prepared to try. As night fell, Alex and Neera prepared for sleep in the warehouse. They used crates and tarps to create a small resting area. Neera sat quietly, studying maps of the city and noting potential escape routes. Tomorrow, she said softly, we will test our plan. We must be ready if the hunter returns. We cannot rely on strength alone. We must use knowledge and strategy. Alex nodded. I am ready. We have faced challenges before, and we have learned from them. Together, we can face this too. Nero looked at him with a calm intensity. I have seen courage in your people. I have seen intelligence and creativity. That is why I believe we can succeed. Your world may be different, but it has strengths I respect. Alex smiled. Then we will begin tomorrow. For now, we rest and prepare. Whatever comes, we face it together. The night was quiet, but Alex and Neera knew danger was near. Yet they also knew that with planning, trust, and courage, they could survive. The journey had grown more dangerous, but it had also brought them closer, and together, they would confront whatever challenges awaited. The morning light filtered through the broken windows of the warehouse. Alex stretched and yawned, feeling the chill of the early day. Nero was already awake, sitting on a crate and studying a small notebook filled with notes about Earth. "Good morning," Alex said. "Did you sleep well?" Nero looked up, her silver eyes calm. "I rested. My mind continues to observe your world even while I sleep. I learn patterns and behaviors in subtle ways." Alex smiled. "That is useful. Observation will help us stay safe and plan carefully. Today, we need to focus on strategy and preparation. We cannot rely on luck against your hunter." Nira nodded. "Agreed. We must combine human ingenuity with my abilities. We must plan every move carefully." Alex went over a map of the city they had drawn the day before. He pointed to streets, alleys, and buildings where they could hide or escape. Nero listened intently, occasionally marking locations in her notebook. "I notice several patterns," Nero said. "People move in predictable ways. Vehicles follow fixed routes. Signals control movement. We can use this knowledge to avoid detection." Alex nodded. "Exactly. If we know the rhythm of the city, we can stay ahead. Timing and observation will be our allies." They decided to practice their plan. Alex explained how to use rooftops, back alleys, and hidden passages to move unseen. Nira tested small bursts of energy to shield them, creating invisible barriers that could block sensors or attention. "You control it well," Alex said, impressed. "It is precise, not chaotic. That will make it easier to use in the city." Nira smiled faintly. "I have practiced for many years. Precision is more important than power. I must avoid harming others while protecting ourselves." After several hours of practice, they paused for a small meal. Alex had brought sandwiches, and Nira tasted Earth food with quiet curiosity. "Your sustenance is simple yet effective," she said. "It gives energy and supports activity." Alex chuckled. "Yes. Humans keep things simple when we can. It allows us to focus on more complex problems." As they ate, they talked about their worlds. Alex shared stories of Earth's history, human inventions, and the challenges people faced. Nira told stories of Vera, its cities made of energy structures, floating machines, and people who valued knowledge above all else. "It seems your people face challenges not only from nature but from each other," Nira observed. "Yet you survive and grow stronger. That is admirable." Alex nodded. "We fail sometimes, but we try again. Perseverance is part of being human. It is how we learn and improve." Nira studied him closely. "You are a good example of your species. Courage, intelligence, and determination are evident in you. That is why I trust you." Alex felt a quiet pride. "Thank you. We will need all those qualities soon. The hunter may return, and we must be ready." After their meal, they prepared the warehouse for security. Alex arranged crates to create hiding spots and escape paths. Nira used her energy to create subtle barriers around the perimeter, invisible to normal sight but effective in sensing movement. "This should give us an advantage," Nira said. "If the hunter approaches, we will know and have options to evade." Alex nodded. "It is not just about hiding. We need to observe, understand, and act quickly. That is how humans survive dangerous situations." They spent the afternoon running drills. Nira practiced controlling her energy in confined spaces, moving without leaving traces. Alex tested routes through the warehouse, making sure they could escape quickly if needed. By evening, they were both tired but confident. Nero looked at Alex and spoke softly. "I feel trust growing between us. Your guidance has been valuable. I am not alone here, and that gives me strength. Alex smiled. The feeling is mutual. You are teaching me patience, observation, and respect for knowledge. Together, we are stronger than we would be alone. They sat quietly, watching the city lights twinkle in the distance. The warehouse was safe for now, but danger was always near. Alex knew the hunter would return, but he also knew they were prepared to face it. We have made progress today, Alex said. Observation, planning, and practice. Tomorrow, we will test our strategy outside the warehouse. We will move through the city and see if we can stay unseen. Nira nodded. I am ready. Knowledge and preparation are our greatest tools. If we use them wisely, we can survive and succeed. As night fell, Alex and Nira prepared to rest. They had strengthened their trust and honed their skills. The bond between them had grown, blending human courage and alien precision into a powerful alliance. Alex lay down, thinking about the journey ahead. He knew challenges would come, but he also knew that together, they could face anything. Nira had taught him that courage and intelligence could bridge worlds, and he had shown her the strength of human perseverance. For the first time, Alex felt a sense of calm determination. They were not just surviving, they were preparing to confront the dangers ahead with skill, trust, and courage. Tomorrow would bring new tests, but they were ready to face them side by side. The next morning, Alex and Nira prepared to test their plan in the city. The warehouse felt quiet, but both knew danger could appear at any moment. Nira adjusted the straps on her device and created a small energy shield around them as a precaution. We need to stay calm and move carefully, Nira said. The hunter may be nearby. Observation and timing are essential. Alex nodded. We have planned the routes, we know the streets, and we have hiding spots. We will move together, step by step. They left the warehouse quietly, moving through back alleys and narrow streets. The city was busy with the usual sounds of vehicles and people, but they were careful to avoid attention. Nira used subtle bursts of energy to mask their presence, making it difficult for anyone to notice them. This is working, Alex whispered. Your control is impressive. We can move unseen if we follow the plan. Nira nodded. Yes. Precision and timing matter more than power. We must avoid unnecessary risks. As they reached a wider street, a sudden flash of light caught Alex's eye. The hunter had appeared, standing near a tall building, scanning the surroundings. Its cloak reflected the sunlight, and the glowing device on its wrist pulsed with energy. They are here, Nira said calmly. We must act quickly. Alex led Nira to a side alley, where they crouched behind crates. We need to create a diversion, he whispered. I can distract them, and you can prepare a shield. Nira nodded. She focused her energy, forming a small, invisible barrier around them. Alex picked up a discarded metal pipe and threw it across the street. The loud clatter drew the hunter's attention, and it moved toward the sound. Now, Nira said softly. She released a quick pulse of energy that created a shimmer in the street, confusing the hunter's sensors. The figure paused, unsure of their location. Alex and Nira moved swiftly, staying close to walls and using shadows to hide. They reached a narrow passage leading to a smaller street. The hunter's glowing device flickered, showing it was still searching for them. We are close to a safe spot, Alex whispered. If we reach that building, we can regroup and plan our next move. Nira focused again, using her energy to mask their presence as they moved. Alex was amazed at her control. She could hide them from sensors and cameras, making it nearly impossible for the hunter to track them. Suddenly, a loud crash echoed behind them. The hunter had noticed their escape and was moving quickly. Alex's heart raced, but he stayed focused. Keep moving. Trust your instincts. Nira's eyes narrowed. We must use strategy, not force. Patience and timing will win. They reached the building Alex had identified earlier. It was a small, abandoned office with multiple rooms and staircases. They slipped inside, closing the door quietly behind them. Here, we can observe and plan, Alex said. We have an advantage inside the building. The hunter cannot reach us easily. Nira nodded. Good. From this position, we can anticipate its moves and respond carefully. I will create additional shields if necessary. For the next few hours, they watched the streets below, seeing the hunter move with precision, scanning every corner. Alex took notes and suggested routes for escape if the hunter approached again. Nira practiced small bursts of energy, creating subtle disturbances to confuse tracking devices. Your strategy